Hey, what's up, everyone? Uh, I'm just going to share a little. I don't want to say it's a pet peeve of mine, but it's kind of something that amazes me all the time. And that is when I go to the shooting range and I see someone who's probably been there an hour or so. Maybe they've shot a couple of hundred rounds. They are an island in a sea of brass, and then they take a push broom and they push it all over the line, and I'm just amazed by that. I don't see many people picking up their brass at the range, and I know some places may have certain rules you need to follow on things like that, but the ranges where I shoot, they're indoor ranges, they don't care. As long as you're just, taking your brass, they're good with it. And I see people just like, basically, it's almost like, to me, it's almost like you're taking cash when you're at the firing lane and the firing line, and you're just like throwing it into the range, like with your brass. I mean, it's so useful and has so much value, and people just disregard it and kind of throw it away. Like, I don't know if you hear that, but brass. I don't even reload. It's one of those things I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to get into reloading for a while, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I figure when I go to the range, I'll pick up all my brass. Usually I do pretty good, so I'll bring a few boxes. So I might say, okay, I'm going to shoot like 150 rounds. And the more cases I walk out with, because I put them sometimes in my boxes, the empty boxes to keep them organized. The more cases I walk out with, the happier I am. If I can walk out with like 90% of my cases, awesome. Sometimes people leave them in the stall where I am. I just pick those up too. But I don't understand why people don't have them. Now, some of you might be saying, well, I don't reload. All right, I understand that. I don't reload either. But here's the thing, one day you might reload. If you do reload, you've got them. You might have a friend who reloads. You can trade them. Give them some brass. Maybe they give you some rounds, or I don't know, something else of some value. So you can reload yourself at some point. You can trade them. There are also places where they'll buy them from you for so much a pound. Because don't forget, these brass cases are highly dependent on on the price of copper. Lately, copper is about $4.25 a pound, as you might have heard me in some of my coin videos. It's about $4.25 a pound. So I mean, this is an asset. People will pay money for this. So you can sell them for money. Some places will actually sell you ammunition and use these basically for a discount. Maybe they'll charge you so much per pound for them. So if you have, let's say, 10 or 20 pounds of cases, they'll knock some money off your ammo bill. And then if you're shooting something that's a little out of the ordinary, one of these might be helpful. This is something I never thought to get until I got my 50 Beowulf rifle. And this is actually a shell catcher. And they make some really, much nicer ones than this. I don't even know who makes this. This is a Condor shell catcher. See the Condor name there. And basically, if you've never seen one of these, it kind of has this strap. You put this around the barrel, like say in the other receiver on an AR-15. You pop this over the ejection port, and this fills up with rounds. So, if you're shooting something like, let's say, a 5.56 AR-15, maybe you get like 30 or 40 casings in here. Then you just unzip from the bottom, empty them all out in a box or a bag, you're good. I bought this specifically for 50 Beowulf, and besides the cost of the ammunition, I've seen people selling empty cases new for $1 a piece. So I'm thinking if somebody's paying $1 for brand new, never fired brass, I can definitely get something for my fired brass if I chose to sell them. Another consideration I have with 50 Beowulf is that it's something that you don't really see made by many manufacturers. I know that Alexander Arms makes it, Underwood makes it. So if you're shooting rounds like that really aren't that popular or made by that many manufacturers, you might want to really save your brass, especially. I'm thinking like a lot of the guys who fire some of the lesser known cartridges, like who have Thompsons. I know a lot of people shoot the 7mm TCU. not to be confused with 7mm Rem Mag. That's a Wildcat cartridge. There's another one that's Herrit. I forget the caliber number of it, but that's another one. So you're not going to want to lose your brass. So those people are a little ahead of the game. But I think even if you shoot something really common like a 9mm, nowadays if you could find the primers to do and the bullets and the powder to do your reloading. In today's market, it might be worth your while if you got to pay 50 cents a round for them. When they're 18 cents a round, might not be worth your while, but it certainly is. And I just wanted to take a minute just to show you that. I mean, these have value not only in a decent economy. These have value for trading to friends for other things that you may want. Even what if now these are 45? What if you shoot? You have some 45s, you don't really shoot 45, your friend does, give him the casings. Maybe he can give you bullets or primers, when they're not crazy like they are now. And like I said, sell them, trade them, save them for a rainy day. That's kind of my thing right now. I just come home and I save them. So just wanted to bring that up to you because I think if you're not saving your shell casings, your brass casings, you're crazy. I mean, just do something with them. If somebody said to me, hey, I got a couple hundred cases, you want them? Yeah, I'm definitely going to take them. I'll even give you something for them. How much? I don't know. It depends what you have and how much. But I know I'm not the only one. Just wanted to bring this up to you. And hopefully, if you hadn't thought about it in the future, you think about it now. I hope at least a couple of you see this video and say, you know what, maybe I should start holding on to them, even if just for a rainy day. All right. Talk to you later, guys. See ya.